here on her own expense to fly suddenly to Eretz to recite this poem. Yvonne, I would ask you to, do you want to do it from there?
Yeah.
Yes, you can do it from here.
Edwin, if I may, I would like to read my poem in front of the Israeli flag.
Yes, that's fine.
In the spirit of unity, Shalom Yisrael, Shalom Yerushalayim, Bonjour Yerushalayim, Zayek Yerushalayim, Hi Jerusalem. My interest is in the exchange of populations argument. I am the granddaughter of 4 Bukhari Jews, 4 white Russian exiles. I am the daughter of a Berlin-born father incarcerated by Nazi Frenchmen and then by Nazis. I am the daughter of an Alexandrian-born mother whose family left Egypt in 1956. It is my immense honor to have been commissioned by Harif to ventriloquize the experience of Iraq's Jews. So with your permission, witnesses and members of the Knesset, I will do so. I would like to dedicate this reading to Yehuda Amichai and to Yehuda Amichai's work and to the work that Erez Biton has done and will continue to do, both as a poet and now as a government minister with responsibility for educating Israel's children, head of committee, forgive me, member with responsibility for educating Israel's children, not just the Sephardi children, but all the children about their Mizrahi heritage. Now, Amichai and Biton had the privilege of working in Ivrit. I've been translated by Amoved. Please buy the book so they'll translate this. The book is called Hanisui. I'm going to use the lingua franca of the Middle East Jews, which was English, so I hope you'll forgive me. If somebody wants to translate this poem, I give it without charge to anybody, and it can go in any Israeli publication. I give it to the museum, whoever wants it. The Farhud, Baghdad's Shavuot, on the 1st and 2nd of June, 1941. On Shabbat, we'd walk in the Bustan al-Khas, lettuce orchards, on the east bank of the Dishla, the Tigris, or in Al-Sadoun, built to look like London's Hyde Park. Watch us work, prosper, plod, tread the middle ground. During a 2,600-year sojourn with family, food, festivals. Listen to us speaking Aramaic, Kaltu, then Gilit. You never learned our languages after you arrived. We wrote literatures preserved for you now in different geographies. Watch Britain's renegade Grand Mufti translate National Socialism into his promised land apartheid. Listen to the whispers that the Führer was born in an Egyptian village. Watch him and hundreds of Palestinian and Syrian intellectuals in exile train soldiers, police, militiamen, and children. Watch nothing stop the Golden Square generals, even once their leaders, temporal and spiritual, run away from the British. for whose oil-fueled infantry 8 kilometers was further than the walk from Ambassador Cornwallis's dinner plate to his card table. Look, there's a man in a dark suit at Maqbara who later presses cheeks and arms up against a semi-cylindrical grave where 180 Farhud dead are buried. This is not the only tomb. They were not the only dead. But go back. Before the Omer, watch us tremble as we asked, Menenjitem, that Erev Pesach after the lawyer Rashid al-Gailani's coup turned the Chilek bitter. Watch our hopes surge when within the month he and the Grand Mufti escape from the British to Iran. Plummet when Yunus al-Sabawi declares himself Governor General and orders us penned into our homes. Soar again when it's he who's deported within the day. Hear us attest to our treble terror reprieved when we eat the tabit on Shabbat, which runs into Tikkun Leil. And here, Regent Abd al-Ilah's due back the next day, Sunday, June the 1st. Watch us cheer him home on the first day of Eid al-Ziyara. Then, watch soldiers, police, civilians. Yes, you help me, you join in. Attack us on Al-Khor Bridge, at Al-Musafa, Abu Sifed, everywhere, until 3 a.m. and silence. Watch at 6 a.m. on the second day of Chag, when they started again. Not just the poor from Al-Kark, who crossed the river empty-handed, then load up, having cruelly sacked our homes, shops, synagogues, but from everywhere they yelp, Isbahu al-Yahud, butcher the Jews, drilled by Salah al-Din as-Sabak, or by centuries of knowing our place, keeping the rules, paying the price, the dhimmi price, being no guarantee of protection. They cut up Jewish babies and threw them into the undertow. No Moses survived. They raped girls and old women, cut their breasts. No Dinah survived. They beheaded and severed, taunted and tore, dragged Jews from buses which they used to run them over. Every attack intended to humiliate. The dead, hurt, stolen, destroyed, uncountable, even once the regent called in the cut that fell the Saturnine mob. Where was natural, civil, military, Sharia law, the assumed duty to dhimmi, in the stand taken by Muslims like Sayyid Shawkat, Dean of Baghdad's Medical College, in the acts of landlords who risked their lives? Since the funerals, our children remember with new knowledge, and their picnics of Bert, Blaham, Timan Ahmar, and Kahi never go south to Al-Kifl for the pilgrimage. sing Shirit HaGavarim at its 7 way stations, nor because of ISIS can they hear the tomb of Yechezkiel cry for its Jews.
Thank you very much for that powerful reading. Now, I'd like to make a couple of observations about the things that have been said here. We have talked about 180, some say 160 Jews murdered on that day. The number is far